Looking for a flexible way to manage tracking scripts, marketing tags, and conversion measurements for your Odoo e-commerce? The Google Tag Manager Enhanced Conversions app from Garazd Creation improves your GTM setup by sending enriched conversion data from Odoo, enabling more accurate attribution and improved performance insights. GTM in Odoo. Integration with Google Tag Manager to obtain detailed tracking data for products and users requires the use of custom logic on Odoo websites. The built-in Odoo functionality can connect Google Tag Manager to your website, but it doesn't allow tracking of e-commerce events or sending user-provided data. With the Google Tag Manager Enhanced Conversions app, all e-commerce events are tracked. User data for enhanced conversions is provided. Tracking settings are managed through the Odoo UI. Internal logging of tracking events is available. Google Consent and Google First-Party modes are implemented. Direct Google Analytics 4 integration is included. And all this without additional development on your website. Tracking activation. Starting with, go to the website settings and, in the Enhanced Website Tracking section, enable the Activate Tracking option. To test your website tracking and view tracked events in the browser console, also temporarily activate the Debug Logging feature. Now, add a new tracking service by clicking the Manage Tracking Services link in the website settings or go to the Configuration Tracking Services menu. Please note that if you use Odoo's standard Google Analytics feature, you need to deactivate it. If you run multiple websites in your Odoo, specify the one you need. Select Google Tag Manager as the service type and paste your container ID into the key field. GTM tracking settings. After adding a tracking service, specify the type of identifier for your products. If you use products with attributes and variants, select Product Variant ID in the Item Type field. If not, choose Product Template ID. One more setting is the category type. It determines which product category is provided to Google, an e-commerce public category, or an internal product category. Select the desired type or use the default value, public category. The next option is the lead value. It's a monetary value of the lead generation event and should be set according to your estimation. Tracking logs. The app has one more useful feature, tracking logs. After its activation, the tracking logs collect all e-commerce tracking events in Odoo. These logs can also be used internally for analysis and monitoring of visitor actions on your website. To view logs, go to the Website, Configuration, Tracking, Logs menu, or click the Logs button at the top of the form. Since tracking logs may contain some sensitive user data, such as IP address, user agent, etc., the app provides a mechanism for clearing them. Go to Website Settings and, in the Enhanced Website Tracking section, specify the period after which this data will be cleaned. The default period is 30 days. If you prefer to remove tracking logs after the specified period completely, enable the Unlink Logs After Period option. Enhanced conversions. To set up enhanced conversions for Google Tag Manager, activate the Allow Enhanced Conversions feature on the Advanced Matching tab. Specify the user data you want to provide to Google by selecting the relevant options. All sensitive data is protected by hashing in accordance with Google's requirements. The Customer Data Source option determines where user data is obtained from. Use the default value, Sale Order Partner, as it can retrieve customer data from the current or last sales order. This is preferred in case you allow guests to make online purchases without registration. Advanced Settings, Product Identifier. The app uses the Product ID field as a unique product identifier. In case you require using a different value, activate Developer Mode, and on the Technical tab, specify a different product field that contains the desired identifier. For instance, let's set the internal reference field. After changing, the app sends values from this field to Google. Please note that the specified product field should provide non-empty values and be unique for each product. Otherwise, your product tracking data can be unusable. Advanced Settings, Exclude Delivery. The next setting available for tracking services is Exclude Delivery. When this option is enabled, delivery lines from sales orders are not included in tracking data and are not sent to Google. Testing. There are several ways to check Google Tag Manager integration. The first important point to know, before testing, is that the Google Tag doesn't send tracking data about the website activity of internal Odoo users. You need to log out of the system or use a different browser. Since testing requires you to be a website visitor or a portal user. Testing with Tag Assistant. To test website tracking, log into your Google Tag Manager account and use Tag Assistant. Enter your site URL and click Connect. Then open your e-commerce pages and click the buttons such as Add to Cart, Add to Wishlist. Begin the checkout process and complete it. You see the related tracking events on the Tag Assistant side. Tracking data contains product details as well as user data. Custom events. The other GTM-related feature is the ability to configure custom events in Odoo. You can add your custom event and link it to one of the Odoo tracking events, for example, to the Add to Cart event. These settings are configured in the Tracking Services Custom Events section. Google First Party Mode. Google First Party Mode enables you to configure Google Tags on your Odoo website, allowing Google scripts to be loaded from your tagging or CDN servers instead of Google's. The app allows you to specify your custom URL for the Google Tag Serving URL. Go to Website, Configuration, Settings menu, and in the Tracking and SEO section, change the Tag Serving URL. After setting, log out from Odoo and open your website's page source code to see the results. To restore the default Google Tag URL, click the button on the right. Please note that Odoo side settings are not sufficient to implement the first-party mode. You need to configure your custom URL additionally. Configuration methods are described in Google's documentation. Links are provided in the description. Get a powerful and user-friendly tool to integrate your Odoo website with Google Tag Manager in minutes.